Most people misunderstand wealth. They think it's about money. It's not. Money is the output. Leverage is the cause. Throughout history, wealth has always flowed to whoever controlled the dominant form of leverage of that era. Not whoever worked the hardest. Certainly not whoever was smartest. It was who controlled leverage. So let's strip the mythology away and talk about how wealth actually compounds. Leverage layer one, labor. This is the most basic form of leverage. You trade time for money. It's linear, it's finite, and it's capped. This is where a lot of us actually have been before. If you stop working, income stops. Most people never leave this layer, not because they lack talent, but because labor feels safe. The second level of layer is capital. This is where money actually starts working. You deploy capital into assets and produce returns. But capital alone is fragile. Inflation erodes it, volatility shakes it, bad timing destroys it. Capital without control is exposure. The third form of layer is one that is pretty interesting, and that is code. Code is non-linear leverage. One engineer can build a system that replaces 1,000 workers in the blink of an eye. Margins increase, distribution scales, and cost collapse. This is why many software companies dominate markets. Not because they are smarter, but because code multiplies output. Leverage layer number 4 is the one that a lot of people really don't pay attention to. And in fact, a lot of people have just become consumers of. And that is media. Media is leverage over attention. If you control attention, you control demand. You reduce customer acquisition cost. You shape narratives. You're the guy that actually moves markets. This is not about followers. It's about direct access to those who have attention. So if you're part of the people who owns attention, you do not beg for platforms. Platforms beg you. Leverage layer number 5 is networks. Networks are compounding leverage. The right relationships can unlock capital, policy, opportunity, and protection. This is why power actually clusters. Networks convert private insight into a collective force. Leverage layer number 6. This is the highest leverage, and that is policy. Policy decides what is legal, scalable, and protected. Those who understand policy don't react to rules. They anticipate them. This is why corporations lobby and why governments matter. Now, here's the mistake most people make. They chase leverage out of order. They want media without substance. They want code without distribution. They want capital without strategy. That creates fragility. Real wealth is built vertically, not emotionally. Labor first, then capital, then code or systems, then media, then networks, then policy alignment. You skip any of the layers and you collapse under pressure. Now, let's talk about Africa specifically. Africa does not lack opportunity. My thesis is that it lacks leverage literacy. Too many people chase assets. Think about it. They chase the assets, but they have no measure of control. They buy land, but they don't control zoning. They build products, but don't control distribution. They raise capital, but they do not have a say in the terms. That is not wealth. That is dependence. The future belongs to those who stack leverage deliberately, those who understand where power sits in all of the economic cycles. The intelligence age would reward those who combine code, distribution, trust, networks, not separately, together. Now, this is why I don't go into any boardroom and teach hustle. What I go and say to leaders is that we need architecture, because hustle exhausts, architecture compounds. Wealth is not what you own, it is what you control. And control is built layer by layer.